Welcome to PushMowerRepair.com. Today we're going to go over a tutorial in a more advanced repair for a pull start in a Briggs and Stratton mower. This is going to show you how to replace a cord that's damaged or broken, and also how to recoil the springs in the pull start. These are the tools that you'll need: WD-40, small flathead screwdriver, needle nose pliers, socket wrench with 10 and 8mm sockets, Phillips head screwdriver, and replacement wire or replacement cord if you need it. In this case it's 3.5mm. First things first, we'll just remove the bolts to take off this cover. When you're removing the top cover, don't forget to undo the throttle and remove it so that you don't take it with the cover. Now, in another video we have covered how to rewind this type of pull start, but here you'll notice that there's no spring whatsoever in the pull start. It's not going to recoil the cord. There's also no cord in it, so we have to fix both of those things. First thing we need to do is undo this bolt here so we can get the parts out and work with them more easily. Once you've removed that top screw, then remove these white pieces. Make sure that you don't lose them, obviously, you need them to reassemble everything. And then pull up this bottom piece. Now this one came off nice and easy. You'll notice that there's the spring there. Sometimes this can be still attached and can provide some resistance when you're pulling the piece up. Now that we've taken this piece out, I can show you some of the errors that you'll find commonly in the pull start for this mower. This tab here, it's all rusted, but that's fine. It's in position how it should be for this pull start. Sometimes that can snap off, causing the entire spring to rotate, and it won't develop tension, so it's not going to work properly. You can overcome that by either bending a new tab in the wire or getting an entirely new coil. So the problem that we can see in this particular pull start is that this end of the coil should also have a U-shaped tab like here, so that it can catch on part in the top cover here, this piece. That's what it should be catching on. So we just need to bend this and put another tab on it so that it will catch properly and the whole coil can spin and develop tension. So like I said before, we need to place a bend in this end of the wire so it catches on where it's supposed to. Easiest way that I've found to do it is just to clamp the front end with some pliers. You may need to hold the back and just twist it like so. If you have any difficulty, you can also get another pair of pliers and hold it at the other end, rather than using your fingers. Another thing to note when you're bending this piece into the spring, make sure that you bend it the right way, so bend it inside, otherwise it's not going to catch on the part that it's supposed to. Whilst we've got this piece out of the pull start, we're going to unwind the cord because we've noticed that here it's really frayed and likely to break. So whilst we've got everything out, we're just going to unwind the cord and remove it and replace it with a new one. Just unwind it completely. Then you'll notice here, it's easy to see from this side, there's a knot. Just pull the cord through there. For us to replace the cord, we're going to use this cord here, which we sell on the website. It's pre-cut, so that you don't have to worry about what length you need. All you do is grab one end and thread it through the hole where you've just taken the old cord from. Once you've got that through, tie a knot. Make sure it pulls tight. And then just wind. Make sure that you wind You'll notice here the cord's in a diagonal direction, pointing back this way. So that's the way that you want to wind the cord. So now we want to put this piece into the top cover. To do that, just sit it down with the spring facing downwards. Thread the cord through as you put the other piece back into place. And then just pull on the cord, and you see now it's developing tension. The next thing we want to do is put these pieces back into place. Then put the top cover on. You'll find that when you put the top cover on, it's got these two tabs sticking out from either end. You want to line them up so that they're either side of these two plastic pieces that are sticking up. You'll find that it sits flush one way, sits flush there, but if you try and put it in the other direction, it's not going to sit down properly. Then you just get the screw or the bolt and tighten it in place. Now that everything's tightened, just make sure this is as tight as it'll go. To check that it's all assembled correctly, pull on the cord, and you'll notice here these two white parts will stick out as I pull on the cord. If that's the case for you, then it's all assembled correctly. Now we want to look at the other end of the cord, and we want to install a handle to that. It's just a matter of pushing it through the end hole. If it's struggling to get through, give it a bit of a twist. Should fit through. Then grab your pliers. Needle nose pliers work best. Try and get hold of the cord. You just need to tie a knot in this end. And pull it back through the handle. Okay, now that we've put the handle on the other end of the cord, we've noticed that it's too long, so we're going to wind up the pull start so that's the correct length. We've shown this in another video, so we're going to go over it very quickly. All we've done is put lubrication or WD-40 around the side of the spring, and we're going to wind it in an anti-clockwise direction. We want to wind this about 2 times to start off with, then check how you're doing for the length of the cord. If you need to wind it up any more, just continue winding once at a time until it's right. Now that we've wound up that cord, everything's installed, works perfectly. Now all that's left to do is place it back on the engine, do up the 3 bolts, and then install the throttle underneath this clamp.